love. I'm distracted tonight." His arm slid around my waist. I didn't mean to be rude. Love? Had the word slipped out, or was it intentional? "Why did you come tonight if you're not interested in this lecture?" I asked. His arm tightened. "I am interested, but not in some woman giving a dull talk." My face felt warm. Joe said she's supposed to be riveting. She was also Joe's friend. I moved out of the circle of Mick's arm. "Not many people here," he said. "She can't be too riveting." "That's because it's a select audience. I'm sure she'll be fascinating." He stuck his hands in his pockets and grinned like I'd said something amusing. "Have you read her book?" "I haven't even read the newspaper since August. We've been so busy with harvest." "Then let's have dinner and slope off. Come on, Lucie. Who cares if we stick around?" "Joe cares. I promised him we'd stay for the whole evening. Anyway, I think her book sounds interesting. She followed Thomas Jefferson's voyage through the European vineyards when he was ambassador to France." I got another gun-to-the-head look from him. "Why isn't she at Monticello if she wrote about Jefferson? What's she doing here?" "Because Jefferson bought a lot of George Washington's wines for him, and she is going to Monticello. I think Joe said she's going to wrap up her book tour in Charlottesville. She just finished traveling around California, and now she's doing the East Coast." We had come to the ivy-covered colonnade connecting Washington's servants' quarters to the main house. In the distance, the river gleamed like dull pewter. I led Mick to the embankment where the ground fell away, leaving a view of the Potomac that stretched to the horizon. In the dusky light, the river, friendlier to pleasure boaters and fishermen where it snaked ribbon-like past Washington, looked vast and depthless here at Mount Vernon. We stood in silence until finally he said, "You were right. It's an incredible view." I had not expected him to sound wistful. "I thought you'd like it." "Those cliffs remind me of Wales." His voice was soft with nostalgia. "We used to go up from London on summer holiday when I was a boy. My Lord, how I loved it there. On the north coast, the castles are perched on the bluffs just like this, except it's all rocks to the Irish Sea." I believe that it is possible to miss a place you love so much that the ache is physical. I'd read that Washington pined terribly for his home when he was away from it, which was often, fulfilling his duties as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army or in Philadelphia as the first president. Staring at his cherished view, which had changed little since he and Martha looked out on it centuries ago, I knew I too would be homesick for this breathtaking place, just as Mick sounded homesick now for the north coast of Wales. A bell rang behind us, and I turned around. The western sky was the color of liquid gold, and the mansion appeared to be sitting inside a rim of fire. Silhouetted figures began to converge on the columned piazza. "The tour must be starting," I said. "I wonder where Joe is." "He'll turn up." Mick's arm slid around my waist again, and this time I let it linger. As we reached the house, I saw a man and woman framed like a cameo in one of the colonnaded archways. Lantern light from the east courtyard illuminated his face as he leaned close to her, placing a hand on her shoulder. The woman tucked a strand of shoulder-length blonde hair behind one ear. Then she reached up and pulled his head down for a long, slow kiss. I couldn't stop watching them. The man was my cousin's fiancé, Joe Dawson. I did not know the woman, but she sure as hell wasn't Dominique. "Come on," Mick said. "The crowd's moving. We'll miss what the guide is saying." Either he hadn't seen what I'd just witnessed, or else he didn't recognize Joe. "Coming." I had taken this tour so often over the years I could practically give it, but Mick, who had moved to Virginia 6 months ago, had never been to Mount Vernon. We began in the dining room, the largest room in the house, which had been restored to its original colors, 2 eye-popping shades of Washington's favorite green. I was glad to see Mick interested in the docent's talk, but I couldn't stop thinking about Joe and that blonde. It didn't take long before I found out.